Cynthia Cedabaca, a peaceful and adored grandmother who lived in a tranquil neighborhood in California, stunned everyone when she celebrated after the murder of her son-in-law. Cedabaca was the victim of her son-in-law. A turbulent and unhappy family lived behind closed doors, and at the center of the drama was Cynthia's daughter Laura and her husband Jaward, who were going through a rocky patch in their marriage. This blog reveals the eerie story of Cynthia Cedabaca and sheds light on the terrible secrets that were concealed within the walls of their extravagant mansion.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh boy, oh boy.
You don't feel bad about it?
No.
Would you do it again?
Yes.
After suffering a stroke, Cynthia made her way to the guest house that belonged to her daughter in order to heal. On the other hand, the solace that she was looking for did not exist in the real world. Jaward, Laura's husband, was a firm believer in the concept of tough love, which led him to verbally and physically assault his children and other family members. The family dynamics were further strained by Cynthia's disapproval of Jaward's disciplinarian methods. Behind closed doors, Jaward's aggressive behavior worsened, as evidenced by the fact that he sprayed members of his family with water, verbally assaulted his children, and even choked his wife on multiple occasions.
My brother did not want Cynthia to smoke in the presence of his children. He believed that if you're going to stay in my home, then you have to abide by my rules.
My Aunt Cindy would be on the back patio smoking because she wasn't allowed to smoke in the house. And he would be out there watering, and he would see, oh, where I see smoke, I see fire. Gotta put out the fire, and he would hose my aunt down with the hose.
Ashes of Cynthia's late husband were carelessly thrown away by Jaward, exposing the depth of Jaward's callousness and brutality. Abuse was meted out to the family, but they bore it in silence until one fateful day, when everything took a horrible turn for the worst.
I wanted to. Birthday. No. 13 years I wanted to go get him. Oh, honey. Come kiss me, please.
No, you killed my dad.
Whoever you pray to, you make sure that
I don't
you
pray to anybody.
call as a higher power.
I prayed today.
Okay.
First time I ever prayed.
What'd you pray for?
Hope he dies.
Oh boy.
As Cynthia nursed a simmering grudge against Jaward, she went out and bought a handgun and carefully plotted the assassination of her son-in-law. The harsh remark that Jaward made to Cynthia on her 62nd birthday, just before she was about to leave for her granddaughter's spelling bee, caused her to feel enraged. In a horrifying chain of events, she opened fire on him with many bullets. There were approximately 15 shots heard. And then she left his lifeless body on the floor of the kitchen.
Sheriff's Communications Dispatcher number 10, may I help you?
I've never shot a gun in my life, so I'm not an expert, but I'm sitting here in my house and I heard 4 or 5 discharges.
Hi, I was in my bathroom doing my hair and I could hear what sounded like gunshots, and I opened my window and I hear it sounds like a man saying, help me, help me. Oh, I just heard the shot again. 911 emergency.
Yeah, there was some gunshots fired, about 5 of them behind my house, and now I can hear someone yelling, help me. Oh, another gunshot. Another shot.
I hear it.
Another one.
3 more, okay.
And this person is screaming, help
Yeah.
me.
You hear him, is it male, female?
It sounds kind of like a male, but it could be an old female with a raspy smoke voice.
We've got several deputies on the way.
The nonchalant demeanor displayed by Cynthia, combined with her premeditated behavior, suggested that she had planned this. Cynthia's troubled history with Jaward made her the most obvious suspect in the inquiry into the murder, despite her best efforts to portray herself as blameless. Only a few hours after the murder, the authorities were able to quickly catch her at a nearby coffee shop. When Cynthia was called in for the investigation, the police officers briefed her on the situation and its entirety. When she pretended that she was unaware of the situation and began sobbing when the officers left.
Has passed away.
Huh?
We're going to ask you some questions. We're going to ask you some questions because we're trying to figure out what happened today, okay?
When the police asked her what she thought about her, she made a gesture of denial by pointing her thumb down, which demonstrated that she was very much disappointed with that man. However, her tears quickly turned into hatred. Even she gave a little shake of the head.
What did you think of him?
Yeah.
And why do you say that?
That's the big thumbs down. You didn't like him.
Then the police officer asked if anybody tried to stop him. Then finally she accepted that she stopped the devil and also asked if he died.
Stop him?
Can't stop him.
It sounds like somebody had to stop him. Or
I did. I did. I was guilty.
okay. Somebody had to stop him.
I did.
Okay, it's okay.
Is he dead?
You tell me.
Gotta be dead.
Think he's dead?
I hope so.
Cynthia responded negatively when her friend asked if she felt remorse for his death and assured her that she was prepared to kill again if necessary. She spoke with authorities as to whether or not he was deceased, and when she found out that he had passed away, she was overjoyed because she had finally accomplished what she had been working toward for a very long time.
You felt bad about it?
No.
Would you do it again?
Yes. Is he dead?
He's dead, man.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh boy, oh boy.
Then Laura, her daughter, came there. She was crying and asking why her mother did that. But this old woman didn't have any remorse on this act, and she said final goodbye to the family of her daughter.
Oh, God. Oh, I didn't have to do that. I wanted to. Years I wanted to go get him. I was devastated.
When the trial of Cynthia began, the court's attention was centered on two crucial issues. First, whether or not the murder had been premeditated, and second, whether or not it could be justified. There was an abundance of evidence that pointed away from premeditation, such as Cynthia's recent purchase of the murder weapon and her participation in shooting courses. The defense attempted to establish that Cynthia's actions were justified because of Jaward's aggressive behavior, but the interrogation recording completely demolished their case. In the end, Cynthia was found guilty of murder in the first degree and received a sentence of 50 years in jail for her crime.
Fix the degree thereof as murder in the first degree.
This is a tragedy. I love my mom. I love Jaward. There's no win here. Not for anyone. It's just complete sadness.
The tragic story of Cynthia Cedabaca, the cold-blooded killer grandma, shines light on the dark truths that can hide behind people who appear to be leading perfectly normal lives. The heartbreaking story of abuse, forethought, and in the end, betrayal serves as a jarring reminder that one shouldn't always believe what they see on the surface. Because of Cynthia's activities, a family has been torn apart and the town as a whole is in the state of shock. This compels us to ponder the depths of human depravity. As Cynthia confronts the prospect of spending the rest of her life in prison, she bears the responsibility for her actions, forcing the rest of us to consider the unthinkable repercussions of a shattered family and the sad route she chose.